Hi folks, it's Keith Beardsley of the Beardsley Team, www.beardsleyteam.ca. Here today with a market update looking at the year that just passed, 2022, in the market areas of Osgoode-Metcalfe-Veron, and Greeley. So four nice little towns located on the southern edge of Ottawa. Now the board numbers are out, and of course the media is focusing on the negative as usual. The sky is not falling, real estate is still selling. So what I want you to do here is just sort of pay attention to the numbers we have here, because these are the real numbers. The board numbers are an average of everything, the entire city plus the surrounding rural areas. Now, we're not the same as the city. I mean, anyone who lives out here knows that. And we don't have huge condo developments and so on, so you won't even see a condo price mentioned in this little report I'm going to give. We're very different, even within our towns. Our local towns are different. Osgoode, as an example, is not the same as Winchester, which is not the same as Russell, which is not the same as Kemptville. So we're very different, and you have to sort of focus down on the individual community, which is what we do here. And there's other ones on our webpage as well. If you go to our website, and you'll see some of the other towns we do. Now, when we do this area, you have to keep in mind that some of our towns are quite small. For instance, Osgoode and Metcalfe are rounded off about 1,500 homes, so it's not a big market. Vernon, as an example, is somewhere in the 200 range. So when there is a sale or there's a lack of sales or even one or two sales difference, it can really cause quite a swing in the numbers. And this is something to keep in mind when we look at those towns, including average price. Metcalfe right now, as an example, is homes going up in the $1 million range. So if two or three of them sell, and there's very, very little selling in the other towns, the numbers, all of a sudden the average price for this area goes sky high, but it's not really all that accurate. So what we're going to look at, well, we're going to start with the three towns, with Osgoode, Metcalfe, and Vernon. We'll go through them, and then I'll do Greeley separate, because Greeley's a different issue. So total sales for Osgoode, Metcalfe, and Vernon last year were 82. In the previous year, 2021, they had 91 sales combined. So this is combined sales, because agents will always show buyers in all three towns. So down about minus 10%. So it's not really a big drop or a big swing. The average price in those three towns dropped a little bit to about $640,000, so down roughly 7% and a bit. So again, nothing too serious when you're looking at it. Now, one of the things that we like to look at is what type of market do you have, and we get a lot of this in the media, and I don't know if they know what they're doing, but anyways, realistically, there's three types. We have your seller's market, which is what we've experienced for almost 2.5 years and sort of ended back in April. We have a balanced market, and we have the buyer's market. Now, most of the time, and I've been doing this for 20 years, so I've sold houses, depressions, recessions, crazy periods, done it all. And good houses always sell. The Ottawa market, on most occasions, and I'm going back over 20 years, has been a balanced market. It's rare that it will swing for any long period of time. Now, it did during the pandemic. We had a lot of panic buying and that type of thing in bidding wars, but that is exceptionally unusual for Ottawa. So we look at these three towns, and we look at what type of market they have. They sell roughly 7 per month. We have 14 on the market. So in other words, we have about 2 months supply of homes before all these current homes would be exhausted and the market emptied. So that gives us a seller's market. We need to have more homes on the market to even make it a balanced market. So in these three towns, we're still basically a seller's market. There's no problem with that. If we look at Greeley, and that Greeley, like I say, it's a bit of a separate case. Greeley has quite a few more homes. They're somewhere up in the 3,400, 3,500 range now. So that market, it's a very active one, and it's one where we can be more precise as what we're looking at. So Greeley, in 2022, last year, 142 sales. The year before, in 2021, they had 174 sales. So, they dropped about 18.4% in volume of sales. Does that mean the prices dropped? No, not necessarily at all. In many cases, prices will go up. So we look at the average price in Greeley right now, and Greeley's been climbing consistently over the last couple of years. Average price in Greeley right now is just a little bit under 1.1 million. So 1,065,000. So almost 1.1 is the average price, and that's up 6.1%. So there you are. Volume of sales was down over 18%. Prices are up. It's not too bad if you're selling. Not necessarily good if you're a buyer, but we're talking sellers here. So there you go. Greeley again, essentially 2 months supply of homes on the market in Greeley, so it's still in that seller's market. And you know, as houses shift and as more houses come on in the spring market, it's quite possible all of these areas will become balanced markets. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with a balanced market. All it means is the sellers are going to do okay and the buyers are going to do okay. So there's nothing wrong with that. If you have questions, of course, we're always happy to answer them for you. We do a free, no strings market evaluation for those that want one and want to figure out what their home is worth. I'm also a certified seller specialist, and I'm a certified seniors real estate specialist. So 2 groups that we like to help out a lot. So any questions, give us a call or send us a text, 613-897-6839. We'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, have a great day.